What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Gundam Universe OZ-06MS Leo. So I got this off of Amazon from T-Man978's Amazon store. I forgot to mention that in the last review. He has all these retail figures and Transformers and everything, and now these on there. So if you're looking for stuff, you can kind of find it more conveniently in his store. So thanks to T-Man for listing this there. But this is the next number 22 in the wave of 7, I believe, of Gundam Universe. And this one's kind of cool. It's actually a more unique mold. It is mostly tall geese, so they did a tall geese a couple waves ago. And this has got a lot of borrowed parts from tall geese, but they've redone some things. Namely, the head and chest area has been completely redone. The arms are a little bit different. They put these little pieces here instead of having those big shoulder pads. The thighs appear to be the same, but I think the knees and lower legs are different. Here's the back. Not a lot of paint on this one. This one's pretty plain green and brown. You have a little bit of that metallic gold for the eye, which is really cool. It's got a mono eye. And then a little bit of red on the back. But that's really it. There's not a lot of paint on him. But due to the unique sculpt or unique body type of this guy, you get some different articulation this time. So the head is on a ball peg. So you get up to there, down to there. This one seems to move a lot more just because of the way it's sculpted. The head actually fits inside the neck for once. So you can get any direction on that. So much better articulation on the head this time. And that works nicely. Shoulders are all the way around on this ball joint. You get the butterfly joint on a ball joint inside, so it's a double ball peg. The shoulders will go up to there. You have a rotation. I guess this piece moves as well. Rotation at the bicep. Double jointed elbow gets you almost a full bend. It's a little bit hindered, but pretty much almost there. The wrists are on a ball joint, so you get all the way around. It rotates, and like I mentioned with every reviews, I always just immediately throw those fist hands off and put on the gripping hands. And those have the same articulation as the fisted hands. Continuing down, you have a ab crunch here at the middle. So you get down to there, back to there, rotation, and a side to side, a little bit of side to side. And then this piece down here kind of moves out of the way to allow you to do that. Hip skirts, one here and one here. These are a little bit different than they have been in the past. They actually get out of the way. But then this sculpted piece on the inside gets in the way. If you pull down on the drop down joint, you can get it higher. So that definitely helps, gets you a little bit more space. Up to there, back to there, out to the side. Rotation at the thigh on a ball joint. So that works well. You have a double jointed knee, but again, they didn't cut deep enough into the calf, so only gets up to there. I wonder, I should take a look and see how hard it would be to cut a little bit more and get a little more articulation. I might try that on this guy and just see if it can actually do it. But anyway, continuing down to the foot, you have this ankle guard here. The ankles go down to there, up to there, rotate side to side, and tilt side to side. So nice movement on that. Accessories. You do get this, which is basically his rear hip skirt. Now, funny story, the first copy I got of this wasn't in the box. It was missing from the little place where it's supposed to be. But it also fits on him in the box. He can should be stored in the box with it. So I'm not really sure why they, made it separate. You kind of can't really have it without it. But you got some nice rocket butt boosters. Looks cool. And coming back to the front, of course, I showed you the hands already. You get this huge gun, which looks really cool. It's got this nice barrel here for the ammo or whatever. Sight on the front. It's just done in a black and gray plastic. This will fit in his hand. It's actually meant for a specific hand. So this is meant to go in his right hand. Cannot really go in the left hand because this is meant to mount on this. So if you bring this around, you can get this into the hand. It's a little tricky, but you can kind of squeeze the fingers around, and now he's got that. And that's, I think, very cool. The way he holds that. Pretty nice gun. You also get a hilt here for his blade. Now, I don't see any place to store the blade. And they do give you actually instructions, which I never really show, but here's the instructions. And there's no real storage for this. A lot of times there is, but this is the grip. I guess they call it a saber grip and beam effect. A lot of times they'll have a little spot to put it, but anyway, if you take his hand off of here, he can still hold this gun, and you can give him his beam saber. Just attach it like this. Same pink beam that we've been getting, and that will fit in his hand, and that looks pretty good too. Now I think he's meant to have this weapon for the majority of the time, but it's nice to give you the beam saber, so you get, you know, a couple weapons there. And the last little accessory, which we always get, is the flight stand adapter, which actually fits right here. I'm not sure if I've been showing it, so I'll just show it. This is where it goes. Just attaches right to his right in between the crotch, and then the Tamashii Stage Act stand will plug into there. So final recommendations on the Gundam Universe MS Leo. I'm just going to leave out the letters and numbers because it's unnecessary. I really like this guy. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. It's a fun figure. I really like the accessories on this one. This gun is just really badass. And then you've got the beam saber. If you prefer, you can have this. The downsides on this one is you can't store the beam saber anywhere like you could on some of the others. And his articulation on the legs is still limited. I don't know what they're doing here. I don't know why. I mean, I guess I know why. They don't want it to compete with the higher tier ones like Robot Spirits. But this time I'm actually going to cut it. So on the next review, you'll see the results of whether I was able to actually cut into this and give it a full double jointed knee. It really deserves to have it. So I'm going to try it. We'll see how it works out. But that's why it gets a 4 out of 5, not a 5 out of 5. I do like it though. If you're into this line or just into Gundam in general, I think you'll enjoy this. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.